Yeah, probably just figuring out exactly how it is they want to run the rest of this draft. Omniate was still in the pool. It's something that slipped by us. So there's your PPD hero right there.
Yeah.
Uh, Something they weren't able to ban out this time because they got rid of the Leshrac and the Enigma.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They could either ban Chen or Omni, and they ended up banning the Enigma instead. So he has the ability to pick whichever one he wants, and Omni Knight's pretty darn good paired with the Sven.
Yeah. You know what I'm imagining? I could imagine you in like 10 years from now. You're starting to bolt. You've given up your smoking habit. You're chewing gum very angrily. You got a headset on. Coach Rick just telling these people what they need to pick and ban out.
Yes, because I have such a huge smoking and chewing gum habit right now that I need to break. But yeah, I could. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Good old Coach Rick angrily suggesting the picks in the band. I can't believe you let the damn Omni Knight through again. Bunch of, I don't know, yell at your assistant coach for not doing his job. Of
Jerry's
yelling.
still probably there as the assistant coach, just not
Oh,
cutting his weight.
things have not improved for Jerry 10 years later.
Still an intern.
Still an intern. Yeah, unpaid assistant coach. Rubik picked up next here. Excellent grab. Any of Snapfire's abilities you can take could go a pretty long way here. Omni Knight's kit also feeling pretty good. And there it is, the Invoker.
DNM's so good with this hero too. So we've seen the Rubik picked into Omni Knight a few times this tournament when given the option, or it's been banned against the Omni Knight. And now you have DNM Invoker, which mana burn. The thing is like you kind of want a Spirit Vessel builder this game against Mars Phoenix, and Cold Snap, EMP. All of these abilities incredibly strong. It also eliminates some heroes from the mid lane that you would like to pick, like the Ember Spirit. It's not a great. It's a pretty bad matchup for the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, he's not able to go the Flame Guard build, or if he does, he gets heavily punished for it. Every time he activates, the tornado just comes out in response to it. He's a very sad flame.
10 seconds.
Life or Puck gotten rid of here, so they're getting rid of heroes that can play into the Invoker. And it looks like heroes that are also fairly good at keeping them locked down and forcing these team fights. I mean, the catch from Storm Spirit, Void Spirit, Face this Void, another Void hero, and then Puck gotten rid of here. I think they'll leave Ember in just because Invoker's so good against it. Maybe they'll get rid of Queen of Pain or something. I'm not quite sure. Quapper looks all right.
I could see Jaguares picking up a silencer mid here. I mean, you're against the Invoker, Omni, Snapfire. I mean, one of those things is you want to make sure you don't get the
5 seconds.
Oh my gosh, what is it? What is his ult?
It is Radiance.
Why am I spacing on his ult? Omni.
That is Guardian Angel.
Guardian Angel. Thank you, GA. Yes. If you can get the GA off, you can usually keep the fights going your way, but you could honestly pick up like a silencer mid. They banned the Ricky.
All for the last, 5 of the last bans coming in from Sadboys are all gap closers who jump onto the back line.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just
snaking Spirit Breaker.
A real tree. We'll see if he can match Goat's performance on this.
Wait a minute. Does that mean offlane Snapfire or is this offlane Spirit Breaker?
It could be an offlane Spirit Breaker. I've seen Brax and Moo play it in position 3 recently.
5 seconds remain.
I'm watching some of their games. Well, I can't remember exactly the details of what happened, but I think I tuned into Moo's stream for maybe 10 minutes. Not a ton of time, but everyone was spamming something like a big cow fast or something. And whenever Moo started to charge, some weird song started playing.
I love it.
It was a weird experience. So it could be something that he asked for. I mean, I think he was forced on playing the Enigma in the last game, so PPD might give him a break and say, "Okay, Moo, what do you want?" And then he just starts making Moo noises, and PPD rolls his eyes and goes, "All right."
You can have the space cow, I guess. Last pick from Jaguares. I mean, they're stumped. Like they have 3 seconds left, trying to pick out Minnie's mid lane hero. And there's the Ember. I mean, they just pick it anyway, despite it not being the best lane against the Invoker.
Yep. I mean, PPD, he lit that through intentionally. He knew that, he's getting rid of all these backline killers that'll protect Snake King and DNM here. but he just wasn't concerned enough about the Ember Spirit. He figured, okay, there's no way they're going to grab it considering how good Invoker is against it. But they go for it anyway. We'll see if this one pays out for them.
Yeah, it seems like it. And like you said, it's going to be Spirit Breaker being played by Moo, which is going to be hilarious to watch. As far as the lane matchup, Lifestealer and Phoenix versus Spirit Breaker and Snapfire. I actually do give the nod to Spirit Breaker Snapfire. It feels like a stronger lane.
Yeah. Man, my insights on why Moo was playing Spirit Breakers
somehow worked. You were right, sir.
PPD, just maybe drop by the chat later, confirm with me that I got what happened right. Those events inside the comms. That'd be great. We'll see though. Sadboys, they're looking solid this game. I definitely prefer how Jaguares drafted this time around. I think that they have less solutions. The Lifestealer, they're going to struggle to deal with the Guardian Angel, like you mentioned. But they're definitely better off. I think if you can manage to blow up PPD, you can get onto Invoker in the backline with the Ember Spirit. You can have a decent game here.
All right, game number 2 here. It's going to be Jaguares Gaming versus Sadboys. Sadboys up the 1 game from first one of the series. Going to get the all chat out of the way while we can. I am really excited to watch Spirit Breaker Core here.
Yeah. Can I get some big cow fast, whatever the hell that means?
Yeah, someone from Moo's stream, if you're familiar, give us the big cow fast. You know what this is going to be.
Yeah. Do you watch much Moo?
I do. Yeah, when I can.
I do not watch many streamers. I know him from ages ago. He used to play in a party queue with me and one of my other friends, but it has been a long time. One of the guys who gives me or helps me with a lot of my tech stuff, Kazkron, shout out to him, one of the most powerful men in North American Dota, also assists Moo with his stuff.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah. Do you know Kazkron?
No, I don't believe so.
If you ever need, if you ever run into any problems, he's the guy. Awesome tech support, very smart. Can Google any problem that he doesn't know how to fix already, and he's also German. Which you'll love in IT.
Oh, there you go. Very nice.
Yeah. Immediately regretting his decision. Things, nobody's running into each other for the start for these bounty runes, it seems. I'm a little bit surprised about that. We've seen a little bit of action almost every game so far today.
You could see something top here, but Mars with God's Rebuke pretty much always secures the rune. And then bottom lane, you're dealing with, Snapfire and Spirit Breaker. It doesn't seem like a favorable trade here if you go for it. So they'll just let it go 2-2, like you said. I'm really curious how this mid lane is going to go. DNM versus the Ember Spirit, usually favoring the Invoker just because you don't have any ways of really harassing him out of lane. You can always purge off that Flame Guard. So we'll see how it goes. DNM had a fantastic game in game number 1.
Beautiful creep block to start this game by DNM, forcing it underneath the tower and him securing the first and 2 CS. Unfortunately,
he gets 3 of the 4. That's not bad.
Yep.
Gets level 2, some extra harassment damage as well. He does have the ability to Flame Guard now that he did Tornado.
Oh my god, DNM is absolutely bodying him at the start of this one. They'll probably Flame Guard here, yeah. That's exactly what he does. But the 2 things that Ember Spirit is able to do in the lane, Invoker shuts down. I mean, the first, of course, is using the Flame Guard to shove out the lane and have rundown potential. The other is just a little bit of harass with the Sleight of Fist, which, of course, he's able to heal off with multiple points into Quas.
Yep. Love it. Now, bottom lane, Snaking does take out the Phoenix Courier. So, once again, Snaking showing why he's one of the most annoying players to deal with. Top lane, some heroes falling a little bit low, though. I mean, these types of lanes, I suppose, do favor Omni Knight eventually, as you do have Purification and Heavenly Grace, right? But there's a lot of burst potential between Rubik and Mars.
Yeah, not as much as you'd see in like the Mirana combination that has been a little bit more popular, but this one is definitely a bit stronger in team fights and whatnot. They do have a okay kill potential between the 2 of them at the start. You can also set up, it's a little bit easier to set up for a spear with that lift.
Oh my gosh. Cookie on forward. Benny might go down if he gets a bash on Moo, but those Fire Spirits doing some serious work. It is. First blood comes out. Oh my gosh. All right, Spirit Breaker, Big Cow Fast, or whatever it is. You know, you're welcome, everyone.
The pause 3 Spear Breaker making it work. Snaking, he's not done yet, though.
He's got Scatterblast, but doesn't want to dive the tower for too long as those Fire Spirits making it a little bit difficult. You have Salve? Yeah, he does. Okay, he'll be fine.
Salve himself back up.
The dive forward. Ember also falling a little mid lane.
I think Jaguares, he is auto attacks after. Oh, Benny ends up getting charged, but making out got on with open wounds.
You have no rage on this Lifestealer. You don't have a really good ability to fight into the Snapfire because the stuns that come in are pretty easy to land.
Yep. I mean, Spirit Breaker's stuns are both going to pierce spell immunity and do damage through them now. When they changed a lot of the spell immunity, or that update that came ages ago, Bash used to not do damage to it, but still affect you. Now it just does damage to you and affects you.
Going back to the mid lane, DNM and Mini pretty much even on CS, which is good for the Ember Spirit for sure. The War of Attrition always ends up favoring the Invoker since you don't have to go with the bottle, so you always end up a little bit ahead in item progression in these scenarios.
We'll see if he manages to give himself a 4-minute rune. Throws out the Searing Chains onto Invoker.
Nice. So what's going to happen here from PPD?
I missed that one.
I did the hard pull from that way.
What's going to happen here is Ember Spirit, probably once he hits level 5, is just going to move to the jungle if he doesn't want to lane against DNM anymore. Then once he hits 6, he'll start rotating onto heroes.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably see the Invoker make some early rotations as well. The 4-minute power runes are out. They want to try and secure it for the Ember, obviously, but DNM guesses correctly top and prevents him from being able to bottle that. Rubik forced to take it. So now bottom lane, I'm starting to favor Benny since he is level 3. Oh, well, he gets, as I say, it gets bashed immediately. And he's got to be careful. If he gets another bash on the Spirit Breaker, you can set up into a nice Cookie and Scatterblast, and that's how he died the first time.
Yeah, a charge as well. I mean, it's possible for Mood to just bunny hop over Benny and then charge him further back into Snaking here, setting up first. Scatterblast is a lot of kill potential here between these two heroes. Well, we continue to zone him out of lane. Boots' speed now finished on
TPing base. This is one of those things that you can deal with on this hero, right? Normally, like heroes like Nature's Prophet, you can get away with this, but I don't know. What do you think about this, Neph?
It's looking. I'm not sure. I was more so just focused on what Moo was doing down in the bottom lane. It looks like they're about to jump on Phoenix. In fact, Jaguares, if he might not be able to get away. If Snaky can gap the distance, throw the cookie out. Never mind. But sorry, we were talking about the top lane, right?
No, I was saying, like, how do you feel about him just TPing base and charging out? Like, normally you can do that on the Nature's Prophet because you have global TP, and I suppose with Spirit Breaker, 2 points in the charge.
Yeah, you have the plus 325 movement speed. It's all right. I don't like how he didn't wait for his mana to heal up just a little bit more. So he comes to lane, he throws out the initial charge, he throws out a second. He's only sitting on 120 mana now. Is not exactly where you want to be. He won't be able to kill the Lifestealer here. The stun from the Charge of Darkness is just about to expire, and he can throw out a Fire Snap cookie, but he can rage that one off. Top lane is where the action's about to happen.
Lots of boos coming out.
Yes.
Flashback to was it TI6 when everyone thought people were saying boo, and it turns out they were saying moo, or no, was that TI7?
That was TI6. That was when they came in second.
Yeah, it was, right? Oh, good times. Yeah. All right, top lane. I think he's going to be okay. You have Spear of Marcelville, but it's a terrible ability to use when you have Heavenly Grace. Feels really bad only getting that like half-second, stun, and then you don't get those extra auto attacks. That's really what makes that Spear really useful.
Esports crowds are honestly just the best. I remember ESL.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's just going to stand his ground on Moo. He doesn't care. The cookie going to be interrupted, though, thanks to that rage finally coming out. The body blocks from Benny not going to be enough. They get the kill. Being a little bit too confident there, it seems, on the Spirit Breaker. And Benny, with this Orb of Venom, going to be able to chase down Snaking pretty far, but doesn't want to risk the tower. Invoker Pump fake this TP mid. Snaking just sidestepping this Sunray. Will be fine.
Look at this man. He's got happy feet. He's dancing around the Sunray. Shouldn't have stood his ground there. I think if he waited for another charge and re-engaged on Benny, they would have been able to take that one. Definitely didn't want to fight any of the fire spirits, though. He had plenty of them. Had them on him for like 10 seconds there. Just absolutely bodied. Ooh, I got a big cow fast from somebody over DMs. I can send that one over to you.
Oh, nice, nice. Oh, Spear catches the Omni Knight. Where's the follow-up, though? He's just going to hit himself with that Heavenly Grace. Walk away. Ma gets slapped by these creeps. Oh, my goodness. He just took so much damage. PPD's picking him out like, hey, dude, I'm going to come find you. Protected by the South. DNM here as well, but not going to connect on the Tornado.
DNM, he's in a little bit of trouble here. Throw out the spear, reduce some of that damage coming out from the EMP.
He doesn't have an urn charge. Oh, Sentry. It's in his pocket, but it's cooling down. Oh my goodness.
Rookie mistake there by Ma. Didn't swap it in. Yeah, the other casters all pointing that one out.
Ooh, DNM though gets caught by Mini. He's gonna try and run away, and no way out of this one. His Flame Guard should make quick work of him. He's regenning a lot, but telekinesis as well. A couple auto attacks. Tries to maybe turn around on a mob, but a good find there from Jaguares. Great play by that Ember Spirit rotation there.
And just clears out the jungle right now, trying to find some neutral items, and he does get one. And he's find himself a broom handle. Not bad. He's going to need to find some more kills, though. Again, their team, it really falls back on Mini being able to blow up this backline, right?
It does, but I mean, right now, Jaguares is looking really good. Like, they're definitely ahead in net worth, CS, all top 3. And, well, Mini chasing after a hasted Snaking, not going to be able to connect. They're not really getting a lot out of the lanes, unfortunately, yet for the side of Sadboys. Snaking's gonna get found once again. That spear back into Mini. A nice purification to keep him alive. Does have the Heavenly Grace as well. The clap ends up slowing Mini. He's stunned down. He gets the God Strength off, but he's protected thanks to that Flame Guard, and he's gonna be fine. DNM, however, in pursuit. They have the high ground ward. Tornado, the EMP on the mark, finishes up with a cold snap. They should be able to grab him, and they do. All right, looks like they're able to grab something there on the side of Sadboys.
Unfortunately, not able to dodge that one with the Sleight of Fist, as the cold snap had come out to him on the exact same time. He is playing on like 100, 200 ping as well, so not easy for him to get that off before he went down. Thinking that's something he might have been able to pull.
All right, Moo. Yeah, just charging away just to break that harassment from the Lifestealer. Fear finally taking that, or I guess going back and forth on top net worth. He has to have a Mask of Madness coming out or something, right? He doesn't seem to have many items. It is. Okay, he has a lot on Courier Mask. Boots, Poor Man's Shield. Okay.
Only items in the world. So his farm is going to really speed up here once he has these online. They're clearing this out. They have all the jungle items already. There it is. Arcane Ring, 3 out of 4 found. He's not going to like that one. If he could find himself an Iron Talon, that'd be awesome. I mean,
Invoker will be happy to have that one, though, for sure.
Yeah. If he even hands it off to him, he does, yeah. He's just holding on the Poor Man's Shield. Other one's flying out to him. Mini, he's sitting around here in midline, waiting for the 10-minute rune. Not going to be able to find a kill on DNM with it, unfortunately. And then, in fact, spawns bottom, and DNM grabs that one just so Ember can't have it.
Snaking, he's able to get up onto the high ground there, bottom lane, takes down the egg, but Benny, he's got no rage, and in-rotates Fear. DNM as well. The mana burn is going to come out in time. It does. No way to survive. He's going to pick up that kill, too. Bottom lane, quick ones, and now Moo's going to TP top, has charge in 6. Might be baiting this on PPD as he shows himself, and Mini rotating up here as well.
They'll need one more hero. PPD is incredibly difficult to die, though. With 2 points of Purification and Heavenly Grace, he's just too tanky to bring down.
The charge catches Ember. He takes a pretty big nuke from the beginning, but Omni, like you said, soaking up a lot of this damage, will survive for long enough for DNM to get on into the fight. Ma gets bashed up again. Moo, the 17% God Gamer, and now Mars scouted out thanks to those Mortimer Kisses. Not going to be able to TP back to base, and Moo with another charge to finish off 2 kills now, punishing this overextension for an Omni Knight.
Yep. The only thing that allowed PPD to die there was the fact that he ended up dropping the purification on one of his friends instead of himself. So the true position 5 play, giving it to Moo so he'd have a little bit more kill potential, the extra damage on the 21 points of strength there. They're not done yet. They go on Mini. It's going to be hard to chain stun this guy down, though.
Ooh, I mean, they've got some start. DNM's waiting on the side here for someone to show themselves, but I think they see this happening. There he comes on out looking for the Phoenix. Doesn't have an egg. We'll go ahead and throw that cold snap onto the Rubik. First to go down. Huge purification from PPD. A 2-man tornado trying to keep Mini in place. He does have a remnant, though. He's going to be fine. All right, some skirmishing coming out here pretty early, and so far favoring the side of Sadboys. Meanwhile, Benny basically free farming and Fear, I guess.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
Answering the question inside the chat right there was actually Moo's mom for us. It was TI6 there was screaming Moo. We
That's what I remember, yeah. That was one of them.
Spirit Breaker. I think they're just going to park Moo and PPD up here on the tower. They're going to struggle to be able to bring this one down with the two of them sitting here. And Invoker's doing a great job at defending mid. I mean, it's way too difficult to push into the Tornado and EMP. Doing a great job slowing down anything Jaguares tries to do. And while that's happening, you know, Fear, he's going to out-farm you with that great cleave of the Mask of Madness.
Yeah, they didn't have a lot of stacks for him set up early on, but again, like you said, the top tower, the defense, it's coming out great, and that Tornado's going to finish off Hayne. The question is, can you get more? Middle tower under siege. Rubik doing what he can to try and get an objective, but it's going to cost you a lot as Ember's Spirit. Ooh, Cookie off the mark. He's going to be fine.
Finally clearing them out there. I mean, if it's a mob pushing the mid tower, you're getting very little at the cost of some of your team going down.
Ooh, Phoenix. No chance of getting the egg off. He's going to go down. One little right click there from Move forward to the mid lane. They could charge this, but I think it's on cooldown. Yep, a couple more seconds. But DNM with the Tornado. Going to hit that Rubik and the follow-up from the Ice Walls. You want to go for it? He does. Mortimer Kisses. Easy setup thanks to the Ice Wall. They're TPing in 2 instead, and now Move. He's just going to pop that Bulldoze and walk away.
Yeah, the man is just non-stop this game. Setting up behind the tower wall is cooldown for Charge of Darkness finished up. And he's going for Aghanim Scepter. Yeah, and this guy's just trying to play Dota with absolutely no chill. I believe that reduces the cooldown to 6 seconds. So it's going to be up almost all the time.
Yeah, this is...
3 of those off in a team fight once you get the Aghanim Scepter, and increases the movement speed of it by quite a lot as well.
God, it's so cool. I love that Aghanim Scepter.
And looking for a bit of recovery here. I mean, Lifestealer not doing amazing for himself, sitting about 1,000 or almost 1,000 net worth behind Fear, which would make sense. But the next 3 heroes are all on, or next 3 net worth heroes are all on Jaguares.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're finding a lot of kills here on Sadboys, but they aren't extending much of a net worth lead. Like, it's been a very close game all the way up to this point. Like, Mars has picked up almost a Blink Dagger here. He's just about 200 gold away.
Yeah,
Your Ember, what are we building? Oh, he just has drums, phase boots, right band.
Yeah. I mean, Sadboys have a very good lineup for finding kills, but they're not nearly as quick with farming. I mean, and Quaswex Invoker doesn't farm very fast. Spirit Breaker is like an awful farming hero. That's why you don't see him on position 3 very often. But if you can keep finding kills and get yourself ahead that way, great. Otherwise, he really slows down.
All right, Haynes just going to walk up on the high ground, but he's going to regret that decision. He takes a Stormhammer right from Fear, sets up an easy kill for these 15-minute bounties, and now they're going to keep chasing, I believe. Now they're just going to let him farm the wave. His top lane, Moo, might be in trouble, but guess what, baby? He's got charged. Does he get stunned? No, not today, says Roshan.
Goes under the range, or the melee creep in the mid lane, not actually going after anyone in the jungle. I think that's what they were predicting there on Jaguares. But PBD, he's probably not happy with the fact that this tier 1 tower is still up at 15 minutes. He knows the importance of this tower and map control right now, so the entire team rotates over here.
The charge in deep. They're going for the Phoenix Nether Strike as well. DNM's here to offer some assistance. Can they chain stun him down? The bash, unbelievable, but a huge arena comes in from Haynes, pinning that Snapfire against the wall, but PPD, he's here. He can keep this team topped off, and he's going to do just that. Drops an Ice Wall for escape, and Moo going to be able to stun up 3 with that nice charge. So far, a 1-for-1. Forcing some big rotations. You lose your bottom tower, though, to Fear.
Dire's top tower is
Who's going back in? This guy does not stop. He charges on top of Benny. Mid lane tier 1 tower, no fortification available. They will be able to finish it off. Now Invoker pinned against the wall, but again, the heals from PPD, they're just too dang much. And now Moo in some trouble. A huge tornado able to buy him a lot of space. He's going to continue charging, but it gets interrupted. Rubik with that stolen Heavenly Grace, keeping himself alive. A massive infest, though, will finally take down PPD, and I believe Sadboys want nothing left to do with this fight.
Yeah, they just cut their losses and started to back off there. I mean, losing Snapfire at the start of that one was pretty unfortunate. The reason why he was walked so far forward and got caught in that arena is because he was trying to gap the distance and be there to use Little Shredder on the Phoenix if he managed to pop the egg before he went down. So his, I guess, aggressive and correct positioning ended up being his undoing there, and ultimately cost him the fight and that mid tower. This is not looking too good for them. Their lineup is all based all around like being able to sit in front of these towers and take map control, continue to run at the heroes on Jaguares. Yes, I do feel their players are more experienced here, but right now Jaguares does have a bit of an advantage.
Oh my gosh, Moo is just running at Hane in the top lane, but there's going to be a Blink Skewer back. They will go ahead and grab with those Searing Chains as well. Now, you can't always just charge away. Very nice. He's charging the Phoenix as well, but I doubt he continues. Yeah, he's going to go ahead. Make his way back mid, but again, another Blink Spear. They read him like a book. Moo, he's going to go down to the God's Rebuke.
Taken out, unfortunate for him. It's a bit of gold going the way of Hane, which he very much needs. Trying to get his Vladimir's offering online as quickly as possible so he can start to take the fight into heroes on Sadboys. Doing much better this game, I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, they're smoked up here. PPD is going to be the one that pops it. They don't actually see him, I don't think. And now Snaking, he's going to be the one speared against the wall. The saves, however, DNM nearby, PPD as well, but a huge arena. It traps in all three. This is exactly where you don't want to be on Sadboys, and there is no Snapfire to take down this egg. The telekinesis stuns pretty much everybody. A nice deafening blast, but in comes Moo. The four-man charge. Can they get the Invoker out? It's not going to happen, but in comes Spear. A huge Stormhammer. He gets a triple kill, and Nuages goes down to the Mortimer Kisses. They turn it around.
They changed everything with Fear and Snake King, and they're not done yet. Moo, he's charging. He wants revenge. Benny, he finds a DD rune, though. He could turn this around on Moo if he's not careful. Moo doesn't have his ultimate off a cooldown, but Benny, he thinks better of it. Doesn't want to fight into PPD. They actually decimated their team right there.
The cleave from that Sven. Oh, my God.
On one hand, the fight looked amazing to start. I mean, you had them stuck on that little triangle, or on this ramp here, and you're more than happy to throw out those Mortimer Kisses there, pop that God Strength, and like break them down with the cleave there. PPD actually pulled like a 200 IQ move, and he walked into the arena's wall to push himself back up over the cliff here.
Oh, is that what he did? Oh, okay.
Yep. That was incredibly sick there by him. Unfortunately, Snake King didn't manage to do the same, and he dropped, just stuck in that little corner because of the arena.
That's pretty sick.
But Fear and Snake King there, just the Wombination combination. I didn't get to see the fight recap after that one. I was curious to how much damage each of them did, because I think it was about equal.
I didn't get a fight recap, unfortunately. At least I don't think I did.
No. Maybe take a look after the game, or how much that net worth really swung around, or look at a replay at some point. I really want to see that fight again. Unfortunately, Jerry doesn't have that technology.
Yeah, he's an absolute noob. All right, they're smoked up here, heading into their own jungle as they saw the Lifestealer up here, obviously, and Moo's just charging straight down lane for him. But guess what? They found the Ember Spirit Sunstrike to finish him off. PPD actually grabbed him with that Purification, and now Snaking chasing after the Rubik. You don't have the Axe quite yet on Moo, but Ma, you can't get away from this big old lizard. There's your Aghanim Scepter from Fear. They pick off two. Benny's hiding in the trees. Moo's trying to find him, but it's not going to happen. Nice play there from the Lifestealer.
How did Fear get him there? Was he just slow remnanting away? He had a remnant up on Ember Spirit when he died.
He got stunned out by the cookie, maybe, I think.
No,
and
it
then
was just the Stormhammer, it looks like.
Oh, wow. I have no idea then. Stormhammer from out of vision. Arena in the mid lane holding DNM and Moo. A great egg on the side, but Fear, he's not going to be able to get it in time. I don't think he does. Oh, my goodness. Now Moo gonna fall as well to Benny. It's a 2-for-1, and they're gonna infest chase for more on the backside. Fear's just gonna take down Hane. It's now Fear versus the world. You do have Snaking rotating over, but a stolen Stormhammer is gonna keep him in place for a while. Fear, he's got nothing left. They get the kills.
Mini doing a lot of damage in these team fights there, and just like that, they turn around. So focused on that egg. If Fear can't be the one attacking the egg. He does so much damage overall, the hero, especially if he's cleaving them down. You're wasting like 5-6 seconds of his time in these team fights if he has to be the one clicking it.
Yep.
I think it would have gone worse for them if he didn't, because they had the arena up and there was no other way, but that one was rough. Lifestealer doing 7,100 damage in this team fight. This Desolator build, Armlet and Imclaw that he found is an excellent find. It's only going to get harder for them coming up here. Basher just about done on the Lifestealer. This one incredibly important for staying on top of these heroes in the back line.
And now the offlane Spirit Breaker starting to feel less powerful as this game goes on. And, you know, you have like less than 1,000 gold advantage here for Sadboys, despite what felt like it being their game this whole time. Mini bottom lane, the charge not going to connect as he takes the remnants out.
It's amazing seeing Lifestealer keep up with Fear's farm right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, you do have some decent farm on Snaking, which is, you know, what usually you expect out of the Snapfire. She has those Guardian Greaves looking for an Aghanim Scepter now, but they're falling very far behind this Ember Spirit and the Mars. And Mars will always be able to outfarm the Spirit Breaker.
For anyone curious right now who Jaguares is exactly, I saw some questions in the chat. Oh, stop myself.
Ooh, Omni. Yeah, he's dead. Nice pick off there from Hayne. I mean, his Blink Spears have been phenomenal this game.
This would be a very bold move going for Roshan. It's difficult as hell to fight into either Snapfire or Sven inside the Roche pit, but they're going to go for it anyways.
I guess they feel pretty safe with the arena and the egg. I don't know. They're not opting to defend this like Fears. He just wants to farm up this AC.
So, for the first time this game, things really going in favor of Jaguares. Let's see that XP net worth and win probability swing, my man.
They're chasing Snaking. I mean, they committed drums for this Searing Chains, but of course, the pop there from those Guardian Greaves, he's not going to have any problem at all.
Interesting for him to go this defensive build, but again, he's worried about people getting on top of him in the back line. He's been playing pretty far forward as well to get on top of these Phoenix eggs.
Moo looking for Hayne, hits him with that Nether Strike. The follow-up is there, plus the cookie. They should be able to finish him off. Snaking, Scatterblast, more than enough damage. All right, that's the Aghanim Scepter now for your Spirit Breaker. The cooldown borderline 0 because of how far you can charge. And oh, it does refresh it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So just 6-second cooldown, but I mean that charge, we see right there what that 6-second cooldown does. He's able to hold Mini in place.
Yeah, you go through so many heroes as well with it. I mean, it's 6-second cooldown, 2.4 second stun duration when it connects. So it's got barely any downtime, the Scepter. It's rare for you to be able to actually find the farm to grab it, but that is one of the beauties of Pause 3 Spirit Breaker. But I was just about to go off about the players here on Jaguares. For anyone curious to who they are, it is the former Spirits lineup that were playing in some of these other Summit tournaments, and it is Benny, the Pause 1 from Argentina, and the other 4 players all Brazilian.
Yep. Spirits Esports, I mean, they've been around for a while. Anyone who knows the SA scene would recognize that name. Now playing under Jaguares Gaming.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I like their banner. Not as much as I like Arkosh's banner.
Arkosh's banners are just classic. All right, Infest into the Mars. They're going to try and find something here. I mean, they're losing a little bit of momentum. Snapfire is... What? Look at net worth. How did she get there?
How did she get there?
On this episode of How Did I Get There, Moo just charging on by later. Oh my goodness, but it's a little bit of a bait here, I think, and they know it. The Infest, it's in the Mars. Moo, he's just standing his ground, just bashing him over and over, but it doesn't look like they want to fight this on Sadboys. Benny comes out, hits him with those open wounds tornado. Not going to do much. A beautiful blink there to dodge, and that next charge interrupted by a telekinesis Searing Chain. Plenty of catch here on the side of Jaguares, holding Moo in place.
Nice reaction there by Ma, making sure he can't get anywhere. Moo not going to be too happy about that one. I mean, the low cooldown on charge is doing tons of work, but right now they're struggling to be able to fight into Jaguares. They want more items on Fear. This Assault Cross now coming out onto him is going to be incredibly important. Right now, because he's gone such a heavy physical damage deal with the Desolator and Lifestealer, yeah, Sven is struggling to be inside these fights. So once that's
Snaking
done,
mid lane might be in trouble as Hane, he's looking for him and he's gonna find him. There's gonna be the God's Rebuke. The spear is available, but it doesn't put him against the tree, and now you just get to TP out. Just TP lol. Top lane, Ember Spirit. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. DNM. I didn't know where his remnant was. It was all the way in the bot lane. There's a charge coming out though. There's no way this is gonna work. There's no follow-up here, but he is gonna be a little bit of a nuisance. Unless you permanently bash him, then it'd be really funny.
He could just permanently bash him. He's got charge and his ultimate off cooldown. He's going to run straight into mini, I imagine.
He doesn't have vision quite yet on Moo, and they want to just back off, a little bit afraid. I mean, you're going into a high ground scenario there without vision, and your Sven's top.
Fair enough. Moo does think better of it. As much as I like seeing Spirit Breakers go.
Big cow fast, is that what it was?
Yeah, big cow fast.
Yep.
I sent it over to you over DMs. You know, see exactly what that one looks like. It's actually Moo in real time.
Just slide into my DMs, huh? Nice.
Bottom lane, Benny manages to find the tier 2 tower, opens up the tier 3 there, and the outpost. It gets their first one. Not sure they'll be able to get over there before the 30-minute mark hits, and they've got tier 2 neutral items to find still. 27 has just hit.
Maelstrom's completed on the Ember, a really good farming item. Helps split push as well.
Yeah, it's rare for you to see it come online this late. I think Mini has just realized this is going to be a longer game than he thought it was originally. Now he wants to be able to shove out the lanes as quickly as possible.
That makes sense to me. I'd agree.
If he gets himself a Maelstrom, it's very helpful for the Lifestealer, just being able to drop that static charge on top and take this fight directly into Sven. A lot of these other heroes here. It just finally expires, and he finds a Paladin Sword on Lifesteal. An awesome find, but they don't want to take a fight just yet.
They're looking for Mini. The Stormhammer's in, plus the Alacrity. Can they get the kill? They do. First one to open up the fight. Nuage's on the high ground. Still has the egg. They're going to go ahead and infest, try and disengage on the Mars. There's no blink quite yet. If they can get vision for the charge, they do. 1 second away, but it's not going to happen. Mars in a lot of trouble. Drops the arena finally, holding Sven back, but there's going to be the egg. Perfectly placed. They can't get to it. It's going to stun them down for the moment, but you've lost the Lifestealer. You've lost the Mars, and you've lost the Rubik. Nuage is the only survivor here from Jaguares Gaming.
Best case scenario there for Sadboys. I mean, they couldn't... Sadboys, they end up taking that fight just after the Ease expired on the Lifestealer, and still, like, 400 gold away from getting the Assault Cross done. So... there was just no way for them to grab that. And Mars, I think he was hesitant to drop the arena, got a little bit too greedy with that disengage. If he had dropped it then backed off, I think he could have gotten TP out. They would have lost any of those heroes. But now, so much map control they're losing. I imagine Sadboys are going to start establishing themselves around the Roche pit to grab this one.
Bottom lane. Oh my god, the courier to scout, dude. Moo. So freaking good.
He uses every tool in his arsenal, not showing any mercy to the people here on Jaguares, and he keeps going. Where is he going now? That's an excellent question.
He's going to Mini. They will see it. He has to assume it's happening. Yeah, Sleight of Fist to dodge. All right.
He walked right through vision to get there, unfortunately, down there in the jungle, so he ends up getting away. But yeah, this is them setting up around the pit, controlling the Radiant Triangle, and then probably taking this tier 1 tower before the potential Roche respawn. I'm not sure why Snake King and Moo TP'd across the map. They probably know something I don't.
Snake King's just farming. He's got Ags, and now he's looking for a BKB and a Blink Dagger. I'm a little bit... I guess the BKB is just really good this game. PPD sitting on a telescope and drums. Doesn't really have much this game, but I mean, what do you really need on an Omni Knight? Titan Sliver drop here. They're looking for Mini once again, but no, they're not going to go for it. No vision on the high ground. You have to assume that they are set up here to try and to fight.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody opts to build a Lincoln Sphere next to deal with the Spirit Breaker. I mean, you might as well not once he's got the Aghanim Scepter, because it's on the 6-second cooldown. They can charge you globally to enter or break your Lincoln Sphere. They can just charge you again 6 seconds later while your Lincoln's still on cooldown.
Infest, smoke coming out. They want to go for a big play here. Mini has the new BKB, trying to scout this out. Fear would be a fantastic way to start the fight. The spear, they pull him into the wall, but PPD's there with a blink dagger to save him. He can turn it around, but it's not going to happen. The Guardian Angel isn't enough. No, the magic damage from Mini and the stolen Guardian Angel. They're going to continue chasing. Goes on in. Mini 2 seconds to that searing chain. He's going to be able to hold Snaking in place. They do, but Guardian Grief's going to keep him alive. Moo. Charge on the backside. Will find Ember Spirit. The Nether Strike as well. What a sick re-engage. The Bulldoze ain't going to do anything. He's going to charge on through, find Nuages and catch Benny at the same time. He's got the Alacrity. Where did he go? The Gobble Up. Okay, that'll do it. He charges it, stunning 3 as well. The Mortimer Kisses. They find Benny. They're going to keep going for more. Moo has no chill. Can they get the vision on the high ground? He absolutely does. Another charge. Triple kill for this Space Cow as Hane trying to dance his way to the low ground with these spider legs, but you can't outrun a Spirit Breaker. Spirit Vessel is there. The Cold Snap on the mark. The Alacrity, give him the Ultra Kill. No, it goes to DNM this time.
And just like that, the fight starting out amazing for them. They did a great job. I mean, jumping onto Fear there, then getting telekinesis off onto PPD, so he wasn't able to save him with that Guardian Angel right away. It was a beautiful start to the team fight, but Moo, he's doing too much work with such little items as well. The guy, he's got a BKB, an Egg, and a Scepter, and Phase Boots, and that's it. He didn't even pop the BKB for that fight. Not necessary.
I love how he's got this craggy coat too, which is such anti-synergy with your attack bash, but he's just using charge. I mean, you just charge everywhere.
Yeah, his attacks not really necessary to his kit. Yeah, he's just moving through targets to do damage and stun them up. Beautiful performance out of him this game. And, Jaguares, they don't really have a solution to him. He's he's too important for them to ignore now. Obviously, they've learned after that last fight, but he's also too big for them to bring down. If they don't commit abilities onto Fear, if they commit them onto Moo instead, they lose the fight that way. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
It certainly is, but in the jungle here, they managed to find PPD, but in comes Fear. Oh my gosh, 1,500 damage, crit, and Moo just gonna Nether Strike back. Nuage's the bash. Can he get another? He's gonna get the egg off just in time, but Snaking, he's gotta be here to deal with the egg, and it's not gonna happen. He just spits Sven in right to the stun, but immediately purged by PPD. Well timed by him, and now Fear, he's gotta do something to try and save this fight. Infest into Hane, but Fear, he's just stuck in the arena. He goes on over to the Phoenix to finish him off, but he's dead. There's no one left.
You're finally taken down, and they try to chase for more right now, but it's difficult to do so into Moo, who just ends up heading to the top lane, trying to shove this out, limit what they can take after winning that team fight and bringing Fear down, who does not have buyback.
You have buyback on DNM, but they will go ahead, find the Snapfire. There is a charge coming through. PPD is going to keep him alive. The buyback comes in. There you go. Oh, the stolen Gobble. He manages to stun down two. A sick play there by Ma. The cookie forward. They're going to try and take down Mars. He is dead. No buyback. And they're going to find the Rubik as well. The charges, the chain stuns, the Sunstrike's going to do it. Gobble up on forward. Oh my god. Do they have the damage? Can they keep him? The bash, the Nether Strike, the silences. Unbelievable snipe there from Snake King.
Yeah, just on point with so many of these gobble ups. I think one of the ones that he did miss this game was just because the tornado was thrown out at the same time by DNM. It was when he tossed and moved pretty far forward. The guy is just on point with this Snapfire, playing very far forward, which is getting him killed once in a while. But regardless of that, 7-2 and 21.
Somehow Moo is now 4th on net worth.
Yes.
So
he's been that or somewhat close to that this entire game, but he's just getting that all through kills. I mean, he can farm decently by charging through creep waves now, but he's killing heroes. That's how this guy farms. Very big creep, so to speak.
Yes. These creeps worth much money.
Yeah.
Oh, Snake King, the Gobble up. They're looking for Nuages. They snipes him right on the money. The Spirit Vessel, the Cold Snap. He's going to force stab himself, but he's going to pop.
That Spirit Vessel in the end.
They wanted to wait on Roshan because they want to wait for Fear to come back, right? That was the idea. They didn't want to take it and then have the Aegis just sitting on the ground, I think.
Yeah, they definitely want it for him. He's the one getting focused down these team fights and really stopping him from being able to take a tower after they actually win the fights themselves. He's the only one that can hit them. I mean, you're doing tons of damage on Moo, but it's all magical. It all comes from your charge.
It's so much damage still, though. All right, the charge in. Moo, he's looking for, I think he's just getting vision. Yeah, that's about it. They really want to just slowly take down top lane and get this tier 2 tower, open up a second, or I guess the last lane of barracks for a high ground push here. Fear. Almost 25. You do have to be careful on an Ember Spirit here. He could force you back. Yeah. Gonna go ahead and that Sleight of Fist has the Remnant. Clears out almost the entire wave. That's the Maelstrom that we were talking about. How much that does for wave clear here.
Radiant's top tower is under
It's also possible that they just trying to keep them boxed in their base at the 37-minute mark for the tier 4 neutral items. Another advantage that Sadboys could take over them. Smoke up. This is pretty common. Talking to some people in League,
tower is under attack.
Nigma does this one a lot. I was about to say Namiga, different team completely.
Completely different team. Fortification comes out with a counterfold, trying to keep these catapults alive. One of them's going to survive it, but looks like they're not going to be able to go into the high ground. They're a little bit afraid.
Yeah. The smoke is about to expire somewhat soon as well. The reason why they do this one is because the PPD is so incredibly important to stay alive. He needs to be able to get the dispel with Heavenly Grace off in these team fights. If he's smoked up, you don't know where to go to get on top of him.
Heaven's Halberd completed on the Spirit Breaker. More status resistance to stack on top of that bulldoze. This man, you know, it's like, it reminds me of the days of Tiny's ultimate, basically. Look at that telekinesis! And that's with the amplification from Arcane Supremacy.
Yeah, it's doing absolutely nothing to him.
They have the bulldoze cooldown now at 25.5 second reduction. So it's, what, 8-second duration, 10.5 second cooldown. Seems pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little bit broken, but, you know, Spirit Breaker I still don't think strong enough to require a nerf in this patch.
Not at all. Benny gonna get hit by that nice charge. The Nether Strike's gonna connect as well. He's just dying to fear. The alacrity damage is just too damn much. Forces the buyback. Melee barracks will go down, and honestly, you can just sit behind the Sven. He's gonna look for an opening as soon as he can, but he'll take the barracks. Mini tornado. EMP not gonna connect thanks to that remnant, but you get the damage. Structural win here for sure. Farming speed there from Snake. He's just spits Sphere up onto the high ground so he can get some jungle creeps. They smoke out immediately. They're not going to let this happen. They're going to find Snaking. He's got by a nice spear here. The Infest comes out as well. Snaking down to the low ground, saved by PPD for the moment, but a nice smoke play here, honestly, from Jaguares.
Yeah, I mean, these kills on even Snaking are worth so much money. 531 gold going the way of Ma for that one. But both teams now have a moment to farm up these tier 4 neutral items after that push. Fear actually managing to find himself a Spell Prism.
That's pretty good.
I don't know who this one is going to go on. It's good on basically any hero.
Probably the Invoker. Or Invoker has Witless Shaco. They'll probably just Snapfire it, right?
No. They're giving it to Spirit Breaker.
Oh, you're kidding. Are they really?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how this one works with the Eggenum Scepter Charge of Darkness. It says Scepter cooldown 6. I'm not sure that's true, though. We'll see when it connects with somebody.
No, it's on Snapfire now. So he's holding the magic lamp.
Boo.
Boring.
That was a boo and not a moo, by the way.
Yeah, that was an actual boo. All right, bottom lane looking for Ma, Fear, and PPD. He's trying to provide the vision, but he's able to just blink into those trees, TP on out.
Ninja Gear and Leveler now found by Lifesteal. Leveler is going to go a long way, but he might just hold in the Havoc Hammer. It's hard to say. He already has tons of attack speed, but I'm not sure who we give the Leveler to. Yeah, it'd probably just pass it to Mars or Ember Spirit.
I love the Ninja Gear on the Omni. The idea, right? We talk about this item a lot. People thought it was like more of a carry item, but it ends up being picked up on supports more than anything. Is they just sit smoked behind their allies, and no one can do anything about it. Like how fast he is, man. He just runs around invisible. Moo just causing havoc, of course, with this charge on super low cooldown. Pump faking that Nether Strike, just making space for Fear. And there it is. Oh my gosh, that first hit onto the Lifesteal Spirit against the wall. Fear. He's just going to turn around, try and take down Benny. The Nether Strike is there. Can they finish off the kill? The stolen GA perfectly timed. Once again, the Rubik goes down. Tornado coming through. Going to purge all of those buffs off the Lifestealer. Sunstrike perfectly timed from DNM. And your base in shambles, 2 heroes down, no buybacks. That might be all she wrote. Yeah, I just called it GG. He's going to DC from the game.
If any DCs before the DC even or the GG even happens, beautiful play there out of Sadboys. You know, taking a convincing game number 2. They definitely did better this game on Jaguares, but it just wasn't enough.
Not at all.
Phenomenal performance on the Spirit Breaker. Can't say that I'm surprised. I thought their draft would be a lot stronger this time around, but PPD, you know, excellent positioning on his Omni Knight, able to save his allies as they go on top of him. And even though they managed to bring down Fear in a number of these team fights, everybody had such an insane performance on Sadboys that it didn't really matter that you lost your pause one. Snake King, Moo, I mean, look at the hero damage on everybody, distributed pretty evenly.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Snake King had an amazing game. There was multiple times where we saw him get some sick gobble ups out, had some great plays in general. But yeah, like you said, every time they felt like they were starting to like win a fight on Jaguares, Sadboys managed to turn it. They only had like one fight really go their way the whole game. And yeah, just incredible performance. That's only the first series here for Sadboys, though. It's in our second series of the day. So we are now halfway through today's matches. What's coming up next? They have Thunder Predator. Okay, so it's going to be Sadboys versus Thunder Predator, the next series of the day. We're only halfway done. Neph, you love these guys.
I love Thunder Predator. I'm a little less happy that Frank is gone, but it should be super exciting to see DNM up against Leo Style, Youngblood against one of the best mid players in the North American region, who I believe is the best mid out of SA. So we'll see if they're too tired after that one or if it was a good warm-up for them.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, everyone. We'll be back after just a short break here on the BTS Pro Series Season 4. Enjoy the short break.